If you look at this now, this is normal technical analysis model. When you have a higher high and a higher lows, right? So you are expecting that once price come back to this level, you're looking for ways to look for a long opportunity, right? Now in ICT, what you will find is price go higher high, higher lows, get like this, then you have something like this. Did you see? So if you have a knowledge of ICT and technical analysis, it's going to help you build an entry. All the market is still doing is still the same thing. But if you look at, these are two different structures, right?
Yes.
But they all symbolize the same thing. Why? Because number one, ICT believes that this momentum here, what happened here, you have an order block here. But here there's technical analysis did not consider order block. You do see that? They did not consider order block. They consider here, it means your previous resistance turned into support. And this is a place where the ICT people believe is an imbalance here, and here is an inducement or liquidity. Liquidity is residing here, right? So, but this concept here is advanced market structure than this. Why? Because for this trigger to have occurred, there is an order block here. So price have to come back to that order block to look for what? Momentum to push to the upside. You see that? The only time this get violated is when you have a breaker block, price run back into it. Then it becomes a breaker block. That meaning that this other block did not hold, but still they are both looking for buys. So if you are only limited to technical analysis, you don't have a glimpse of an ICT, right? You might be tempted to enter this way, and the market will use you as what? A liquidity, right? So it takes you out first and then move in your direction. So what we are trying to do is to blend your knowledge of entries, right, to become more advanced in your entry model, so that you avoid a lot of stop losses in the market. You know what the market is currently doing. Normally, this also still happen in the market. But if you look what is happening right now on this chart, this is on the 4-hour time frame on GBP USD, right? This is the previous resistance, right? So at these prices, as we have the sellers push price down, you will expect that price should find a balance here, then move up, right? But it didn't happen. Did you see that? So if I was basing my ideology on setting a buy limit here, right? You see, even here, you could find a little bit of a bullish engulfing candle, but just like a pin bar, but a little bit engulfed. This is on the 4-hour time frame. You see, you can find this here, right? So you would have expected that the next candle here should have been the one that will continue this buy. But what happened? The sellers, boom. Now this candle would have taken you out as what? Liquidity, right? Even when these guys, they come back up, price they shoot down. So here we are advancing our way of entering the market, because right now this regime is with the Trump regime, you need to be extra careful, right? And haven't discovered this again here. We also have a what? Another block here, because this is where price run off to the upside, right? So price came back here, it didn't respect the other block, so it broke the other block. This now becomes a breaker block, but right now price came back to it, so it becomes a reclaimed order block. Do you see? It becomes a reclaimed order block. Why? Because it didn't hold here, but now it's holding here. That was what making a reclaimed order block. You can see price moved in that direction of a reclaimed order block. You see this bullish momentum now. So right now you can now say you are comfortable to enter. Why? Because liquidity have been swept. Now you can see we have this sweep of liquidity here, price sweep liquidity here, this from this order block, boom. You see, now price is running back into your normal destination, right? So what I'll be looking for is this 4-hour candle to just close, right, up, come back, and what? Enter for a buy. That's really what I'll be looking for. right? So if you are looking for buy entry, you want to be very careful on how you enter. You need extra confirmation to go in. So that's just what I want to say this morning. All right. So not just to say that ICT is better than smart high technical analysis. No, they both works, but their entry pattern is what is quite different. Their entry pattern is what quite different. But with this one, a technical analysis trader are only just limited on the surface level, just following what price is doing. But with ICT, you have an in-depth meaning of the type of movement market is trying to make, right? You know that there's another block here, so you shouldn't be looking for buy here, right? Like this one, I knew that there was another block here, so I wouldn't be looking for buy here. The moment price comes on top this support, right? Now here, if I was to enter here, my stop loss could have even been here. So even I would have still escaped this price stop loss count if your stop loss is not too tight. If you allow your trade to breathe, you could have still escaped this one. But this is early morning market analysis on Monday morning, so we can possibly still look for a buy opportunity. Thank God this is a protected. Now this is a protected low. Price can't come back here again for now. So this low is protected, right? So if I'm going to be going in for a buy right now, you can see price also came back here to mitigate it, mitigated this. Now before we have this run off, right? So if this guy, if we were here before when this one happened, would have been in from here. Stop loss be just below this low, right? Definitely this 4 hour time frame would have scaled down more than we target here. Did you understand? So this is how to have a pure entry, like a sniper entry. I hope you guys understand that.
Yes.
All right, thank you.